Welcome to Magic Game World. Glad to have you here. Today, we're diving into something more than just a video game. We're diving into Max Payne, a story soaked in noir, pain, and potent symbolism. This isn't just about gameplay. It's about atmosphere, mood, and the crushing weight of loss and vengeance. Let's rewind to 2001. Remedy Entertainment didn't just release another shooter, they unleashed a legend. Max wasn't a typical action hero. He was a broken man, a detective torn apart, thrown into a snow-covered New York that felt more like purgatory than a city. Everything about it was cold, from the blizzard-swept streets to the hearts of its denizens. And layered underneath all that grit, a surprisingly deep well of Norse mythology. Indeed, that whole Valkyr storyline, that was no random drug name. In Norse myth, Valkyries are divine warrior maidens who choose who lives and who dies in battle, carrying the souls of heroic fallen warriors to Valhalla. In Max Payne, the designer drug Valkyr and the addiction it fostered became a modern, grim perversion of this. Users weren't chosen for glory, but were often driven to violent, fatal ends. The corporation behind it, Aesir Pharmaceuticals, directly references the Aesir, one of the two main pantheons of Norse gods. Even key locations like the Ragnarok nightclub invoke Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world in Norse lore. The entire game's structure echoes the myth of a warrior seemingly doomed by fate, walking a path irrevocably soaked in blood. Max isn't fighting to save the world, he's fighting because he has nothing left, and that's what made him and the game so compelling. The graphic novel panels, James McCaffrey's iconic gravel-soaked voice, the bullet time dives, not just for flash, but to visually represent Max's heightened senses in moments of extreme danger, a desperate attempt to control the uncontrollable. He's in control, but barely. Like a lone warrior battling his way through a modern-day personal Ragnarok. Then came Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Remedy leaned even harder into the tragedy. The tagline itself, a film noir love story. Mona Sachs enters the picture, part femme fatale, part kindred spirit, part embodiment of Max's destructive fate. Their relationship feels doomed from the start, two shadows crossing in a perpetually dark world. The story got heavier, the gunfights became even more beautifully chaotic, and the pain more intensely personal. That funhouse level alone, still unforgettable. It wasn't just a sequel, it was Max's soul being torn open again, piece by painful piece. And then, we waited. Years later, Rockstar stepped in with Max Payne 3. Max is older now, burned out, drowning in alcohol and self-loathing, worn down by everything he's endured. We trade the biting New York snow for the oppressive heat and corruption of Sao Paulo. It's a different vibe, a different kind of despair, but the tormented heart of Max is still there. The gameplay? Absolutely brutal and refined. That Euphoria physics engine turned every gunfight into a desperate, visceral ballet. McCaffrey returned, his voice now even more cracked and heavy, carrying years of accumulated pain like an anchor. That airport shootout at the end, one of the most memorable finales in gaming. It felt final. And for a long time, it seemed like it was. But here's the thing. Legends never truly die. Fast forward to now. Remedy is back. They're remaking Max Payne 1 and 2 from the ground up. Not just an upscale. This is a full rebuild in their cutting-edge Northlight engine, the same tech behind the stunning visuals of Control and Alan Wake 2. We're talking next-generation lighting, deep atmosphere, and complete immersion. Imagine Roscoe Street Station, Mona's apartment, the foreboding Aesir building, all meticulously rebuilt with incredible detail, tied together as one seamless, definitive experience. This isn't just nostalgia, it's a resurrection. And it's got fans, including us, thinking, what about Max Payne 4? Could it happen? Should it happen? It's undeniably tricky. Max seemingly found a sliver of peace at the end of Part 3. And with the heartbreaking loss of James McCaffrey, the definitive voice, the very soul of Max Payne, continuing the story directly would be incredibly challenging, perhaps impossible to do in the same way. But maybe there's another path, a new character walking in Max's shadow, or Max as a haunting memory, a legendary figure whose story influences a new generation. If they ever attempt it, it has to be right. No cheap reboots, no cynical cash grabs. It has to be something truly worthy of the name and legacy. So here's where we're at. The remakes are real. They're coming. And that alone is monumental. For those who were there back in 2001, and for anyone who wants to experience a truly mythic noir tale for the first time, this is the moment. As for a new game, a true Max Payne 4, maybe it's a long shot. Maybe it's just a whisper in the dark. But in Max Payne's world, whispers have a way of turning into gunshots. Let us know what you're hoping to see in the remakes. What iconic moments are you desperate to relive with modern technology? And if you could write Max Payne 4, what would that story look like? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Until next time, stay sharp, stay safe, and always watch your six.